Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. In this video, March is getting a fresh haircut and I'm gonna talk you through every step of the way. What we are doing is I'm gonna start with a number 8, which is 25 millimeters. I start at the back because I asked, do you want to go straight down the middle or start on the back and the sides? And she said, well, start on the back and the sides because I'm not completely sure about what I want and what's going to happen. Again, at the start of this video, we already decided on a number 8 buzz cut, but still some doubt. So what I'm doing is I'm going over the back, make sure I cross the crown area and catch all the hairs over there. Now I switched to a number 3. I'm going from the bottom of the nape line up to the occipital bone. Yeah, I think that's the correct word. My English is not my main language. So the occipital bone, I do the same thing on the sides with the number 3. The lever is closed, so it's 10 millimeters. Going all the way up, down to the temple area. And work my way around to the other side of the head. And of course, do the same thing. Now switching to a number 2, which is 6 millimeters. I again start in the back and just gently swoop out or scoop or whatever you want to call it, but like a C movement. So you go in, push a little harder, release some pressure on the clippers and just turn out. That way you get a nice and smooth transition between the number 2 and the 3. Now, after I did this on the sides as well, I switched to number 1, which is 3 millimeters. The lever is closed, so 3 millimeters is 3 millimeters. If you open it, almost turns into a number 2, so 3 millimeters extra. That's a lot of 3 millimeters. I follow my way around like the shortest area in the nape and the sideburns as well. Now for the sides, and actually here like the edges of the nape area, I just used the most right part of the clippers. On the other side, of course, the most left part, like the first 2 centimeters of the blade. That way I can control the blend and I can see what's happening better instead of having to keep my eye on the full clipper blade length or width actually. Now I'm working with the detailer, of course cleaning up the sideburns, go around the ears, don't go too high because you'll get those arches, which is kind of ugly. In the back, just set a line, then turn your detailer around and take off all the hairs underneath. Don't do it with the detailer turned around because you might scratch somebody. It's never nice. Of course, the neckline.
1.5.
I love these shots. This is with a new camera and it's like a first-person view. You can see my hands and the clippers. Now with a 1.5 or 4.5 millimeters, I'm going to take up between the number 1 and 2, and it's not always necessary, but with this dark hair, the skin shows through when you go shorter than 6 millimeters, and the blend has to be perfect because else you'll see lines and darker and lighter patches. So that's why I'm using the 1.5 to make it even perfect. Make it even more perfect than just blending with a 1 and a 2.
Well, Marcia, it's time.
It is.
Sure.
This takes some time to blend. Again, I use the half right side of my blade, or actually it's a guard, just to see what I'm doing. Now it's time to go straight down the middle. Number 8, Lever is closed. It's leaving 25 millimeters or an inch on top, which is, I think, my preferred length if you choose to take a buzz cut. Maybe one shorter, 7, 6. But if you go too short, all the texture is gone.
You're a badass.
I'm really liking this. You can see how her face changes as soon as the bangs lift up. The last swoop. That smile says it all. She's digging it.
Crazy.
That's cool.
Ja, wel cool.
Just make sure to go in every direction to catch all the hairs. There's always a long hair that says, no, 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 I don't want to go. Leave me over here. And then if you go from left to right, front to back, and of course, diagonally, you'll catch every hair. Next, I'm using my blending shears or thinning shears or whatever you want to call them to connect the sides and the top, because it's a number 3 on the sides and the top is a number 8. So that's like 15 millimeters difference or half an inch. And you really have to blend that with shears. It is doable with clippers, but I always prefer shears because you can also blend the shading and every line to make it even softer. What I do is I follow the crown area as well to make it slightly shorter so it doesn't turn into a pineapple that quickly. And actually she came back after 4 weeks. We went 1 grade shorter down to a number 7. She looks amazing. So the finished cut, so cool. She was doubting to do this for months and finally went for it. It was vacation time, so she didn't have to go into work for a couple of weeks and she absolutely loves it. It's a style to keep for a long, long time. That concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps. Let me know what you think of these tutorials down here in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I know a lot of you guys don't subscribe and I really, really want to reach the 100K. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.